Well, greetings, Subregion D. I'm going to try something new and a little bit exciting, maybe a video update instead of the normal email thread. We'll see if this is something new that we can try. It'll be kind of fun. Um, and now on to the updates. First, I kind of want to talk to you all about the board meeting that happened this past weekend in New Orleans. We recommended some host cities for ICON 2014. We recommended Nashville, Tennessee, Charleston, South Carolina, and San Antonio, Texas. And that will go on to vote, and so that's kind of exciting, some new plans for the future. We also awarded $6,600 for the Tomorrow Fund grants, and those winners will be announced soon as the clubs themselves are notified. And one thing that I kind of want to say on that topic is that I really, really would like for you all to kind of push the Tomorrow Fund grant and push giving away those Carthman Pullman pins and things at your conventions to special guests or to past governors, because I can tell you this is the hardest thing I ever had to do. All of the projects were wonderful, and I wish that we could have given everyone what they requested, but we couldn't because there just wasn't enough funding for that. So the more of these we sell, the more funding we'll have for next year, and the more clubs will get the money that they requested for their projects that these communities really need. We also finalized some plans for Service Week and for Kiwanis Monday and the Service Fair Icon. And I can tell you that the Service Fair is going to be really, really cool. And I really want you guys to push your clubs to making presentations for the fair, because we're going to also be able to share this with the Kiwanis International Convention. So you're really going to get a lot of exposure for all the really cool projects that your clubs are doing. And that's something that's really exciting for us and something that's new. We also finalized the spring travel schedule. My official visit, I'll be going to Kansas. I'll also be going to TO in Missouri, Arkansas unofficially, and Chris Martz will be both of their official visits. As for approvals, we approved some policy code changes. There's mostly some housekeeping stuff. And we also endorsed some bylaw changes for the House of Delegates 2012 at ICON. And I know kind of the hot topic thing this past month has been the elections issue, and I can tell you no final plans or changes have been made, but we are having meetings for the next 2 weeks to kind of discuss and make our final approvals, and then the Kiwanis board will vote on our approvals at their board meeting in April. And now kind of on to our normal announcements. I'm still missing 2 reports for January, so if you can get those to me as soon as possible, I'd really appreciate it, and I can start replying to all the ones I already have. As always, the February report is due on the 15th, and I'll send out that link in an email after this video. It's still not quite where we want to be on dues. Kansas, you're sitting at 2 out of 6 paid clubs. LMT is 7 out of 13. Missouri, Arkansas, you're at 5 out of 10. Nebraska, Iowa, you're at 8 out of 9. And TO, you're sitting at 15 out of 20. And I'll also send out that link that you can look at your paid membership report so that you kind of know which clubs you need to talk to and which clubs have already paid. And I'm still collecting club bylaws. I know a lot of clubs don't have bylaws right now, so I'm going to send out that generic form again. And if you can just get this form to the clubs, they can fill it out, and then it has to be approved by the district board, and it also has to be approved by the international board. And this is just something that where if a club does happen to go inactive, or maybe they lose their bylaws, then they have like a backup at international, so that the next people don't have to go through quite as many steps to start over. They already have somewhere to start. And I'm also looking for some district bylaws. I think most of you have already sent them to me, and I really appreciate it. And Leah, I know that you said you're having trouble finding yours. I know Kelly's looking for your bylaws, and Chris Martz is looking as well. And if we can't find them, then I will just go over that generic form with you at your decon, and we'll get that approved by the international board. That way it'll be one less thing that you kind of don't have to worry about as you finish out your term, and the new governor has some confidence going in that they already have a few of the obstacles out of the way. And that's really all I have for right now. I know school's starting soon, and I hope y'all are all doing well and finish strong. We're almost done with our term. Y'all have done a really great job, and it's been a pleasure to serve you. And I really hope this video update is something fun that we can try for my last few months with you all. Let me know if you like it, and if you don't, we can go back to the normal emails. Either way is fine with me, as long as it's what best serves you. Thank you for all that you do, and I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you next week.